Hey everybody, it's Tom Hughesby here from the International Mastermind Alliance. We're at John Gillardi's house near Atlanta, Georgia. We met with the owners of IC today, and I'm going to sneak out and show you they're talking out by the pool just so you can kind of get to know them a little bit yourselves, okay? All right, let's go see what they're talking about here.
One of the things that I think is really important is focus with the mission. When we did it, we kind of worked backwards. We said that we want to, and it's a crazy kind of vision, but we literally want to create the middle class in Latin America. So you've got extremely poor, you've got extremely rich, but there really is no middle class. Right. So you've got people living hand to mouth on the streets. I'm talking like families. But one of the things that you notice, they have this entrepreneurial spirit. You got little kids 5 years old walking up red lights, chiclet, chiclet. Mm-hmm. So in order to do that, what we decided was we knew how much we would need, basically on a monthly basis, to kind of go in and build the infrastructure, be able to do affordable housing, the training programs, and that kind of thing. So we did something we call it Breathe, Build, Bless. So you get to a point literally where if you can get whatever your basic survival, housing, shelter, food, you get those things taken care of. You don't have to really worry about what we do day to day. And then you can focus on doing something else. So in the United States, we do it at $31.25 a month. Because when you add that up, when you go down your 5 levels, when you saw in the unit level, the residual plan, if you add up the first 5, it's about $3,800 a month, which is about $43,000 a year, which, here in the States is a full-time income. So if you can do full-time residual, working only a couple hours a week, which you used to do doing 80 hours a week, now you can give yourself the 8 hours a day that you used to give to somebody else. So once you do that, now you can build. So now you can build your organization out. Now you can build your team out. Now what you can do is go back and grab a couple other people and show them how to get to 3125 because you already have the path. You already got it, pretty much figured out. Mm-hmm. So once you get to 3125, now you can start building. Once you build, then we get you to 31,000 a month residual. Once you get to 31,000 a month residual, now you can start blessing other people. So that's why I call it Breathe, Build, Bless. First, let's get everybody to the point where they can breathe. They don't have to worry about the monthly, all the other stuff. Am I losing my house and that kind of stuff? They don't have to worry about the economy. Mm-hmm. Then you can start building. Then you can start blessing. So once we get to that point, we can then go down. Now we have the IC Foundation. They can go in and we're talking with a guy the other day that builds like affordable temporary shelter. Has a contract with FEMA, some stuff with the United States government. But there's these little 12 by 12 pods you build, all polyurethane, all green. Solar electricity, so you can run power to it. All you have to do is set up your water and your plumbing for about $7,000 a unit. So and the units hold about 4 people. So you're talking a small family in Colombia. So now we can get everybody off the streets. We can get those that have been displaced, but the guerrillas coming in the mountains basically telling you get out or we'll kill you. So now we can replace those. We can literally build communities in about 2-3 weeks. Then go in and do the training, go in and do all the other stuff, and get them to the point now that we're actually building that middle class. So
Yeah, I think is when I was homeless, I'll tell you what, that was the biggest thing. I was, well, of course, my worst own enemy, but my day-to-day at that point was surviving. And, you have to worry about, okay, where am I going to sleep? What am I going to eat? And everything else. And then the last thing is, okay, well, how am I going to go make money? Because then you're stuck in that catch-22 situation.
Yeah. Oh, you're not worried about money at that point. You're worried, like you said, about survival.
But then you take that out. The mindset changes because if I knew, even if somebody let me stay in their house for a couple of days, which I would screw it up anyway because I would probably drink because I was addicted, to alcohol. When I was doing that kind of stuff, I remember what it was like. I was like, okay, there's a refrigerator here, there's a toilet here, there's food in the refrigerator that he's letting me eat, and I have I'm safe at least. And my mindset, even in that week, I might be there or something else changed, because at least I said, okay, well now I can start focusing on what am I going to do now to change my life. And then as soon as I wasn't able to stay in that situation, if it wasn't long enough, I went right back to the same thing, and then it was survival mode. And a lot of the stuff that you see out on the streets now, which is, crime and everything else, is not really based on a person being bad. It's the situation, it's survival.
Absolutely.
And especially in countries like Colombia and stuff like that. So that's awesome. Are those 7 or those 12 by 12 shelters with everything, are they can be done in the U.S. like you said for there and stuff like that in the communities. But the land
main when they first did them, the main goal was for FEMA, for emergency. So you got a hurricane, you got a tornado come in, they can literally. These things are cool. They get really built in an hour. 2 or 3 guys, no real tools required. You
Yeah,
pop
it's
it
like
up and
it's like some of those things over there by the pool. Those things I put them together. They came. I snapped them together. They once you get them together, it's like a puzzle.
Yeah,
and they become stronger. And the thing is light. It's plastic, and it's probably like that modular type stuff. I got one over there and over there by the pool where we keep stuff in there.
Yeah.
And you just take that, and especially with the solar, they're self-contained.
So, yep. Energy right in there. The only thing you got to do is run plumbing to it, water to it. You're in business.
So, I mean, I think it's crazy because honestly now, now that you've told us that, I mean, our focus is always making money online and things like that. And to be honest with you, when you really think about how much of a blessing you are to others with the foundation that you guys have put in place, I mean, that to me is a driving force as well for a lot of people. So.
Because that's
that's huge.
When we started talking about, cyclers and stuff like that, because they had bad names because no one's ever done them right. Everybody thinks this is a short-term thing for 6 months. I mean, you guys have been now at this point, well over 12 months with people making stable residual incomes and some rather large incomes as well. And when I kind of explain people, well, this is, it's got the cycler component, but it's got the real products. And when they see that, they're we've never seen it. I said, but wait. There's a residual aspect to it. They're like, what do you mean, a residual in a cycler? But wait, there's a car bonus program into it. They're like, well, this can't be a cycler. Well, yeah, it can because they thought of it.
Right.
And, somebody who comes out with no auto shifts and stuff. But what's cool is also about this is that they're tools people can use because most cycler programs, there's a few ebooks back there and stuff that no one even knows what are back there. And it's just something that they can throw a comp plan on and they can move on to the next thing. Yeah. Actually, people are for the first time when I'm showing this to them, they're logging in, they're saying, how do I do this? I mean, we're 48 hours into it. We have a couple hundred people coming on to the business right now already. And people are saying, well, this is great because I have a regular business. I can use this autoresponder. How do you do it? I'm so new yet. I said, I haven't even gone through it yet. And they're even going through it. The tools, it's like, we've never seen a program that pays like this that actually has usable tools. It's not, an ebook, on how to brush your hair or something and make money through internet marketing selling ebooks. Or videos to sell videos to sell videos.
And actually, after talking with you guys today, I mean, as far as the the customization of the sales funnels that you guys can do for everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
With different opportunities. I mean, I think anybody looking at this really is crazy.
And like I said, you're a grown man. You're a grown man. You make your money your way. You make your money your way. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. As long as you're doing it legally and ethically, then there's no reason why. And this is a complimentary program. Pretty much anything you want to do. We can show you how to use the tools here to market your other businesses. I don't care.
And see, the mentality being in this industry, it'll be 27 years next month, is that the old thing was mine, keep everybody here.
No.
That's not the world that we live in now.
That's poverty consciousness.
Right. And because who cares if your wife is building another network or you are? And these are really, now a lot of programs are startup to say that they're a tool so that they can get that database and stuff. And we all know those, and you can spot them a mile away. And there's a lot of programs who had started up that said we're tools to help you build your company, but their intent was that you make some money here and that you don't do that other company. Whereas this, from everything that I saw, is that Dwayne's not here with us because we just left lunch. He had to fly out. But like when Dwayne was saying, the stuff that's coming down the pike and the stuff that we're doing is for a long-term company. And what really blew me away is when I contacted Dwayne, knowing him from years ago, and finding out that he's in Colombia now, and that there's this huge company that you guys have built. And I'm like, oh, so you guys are just starting out right now? And they're like, no, we've been operational for over a year. We didn't want to come to the U.S. yet because we had a job to do in Latin America. And I'm like, I pretty much know everybody in network marketing and internet marketing. I've never heard of you. And I started doing a little bit more research, and all of a sudden we started getting all these things in Spanish, and I'm like, okay, normally I know when I get paid or I get a downline member or something. I'm cutting and pasting, so now I know what it means in Spanish now.
Yes, exactly.
I'm gonna figure it out because it means that we're making money. And that's,
I think Rosetta Stone has to be ordered real quick. And
that's part of some of the other things we're looking to do in the back office is doing the teaching Spanish, teaching English kind of thing as part of the program.
Yeah, that's great.
And only because when if you look now, and you've known it because you've been doing this 27 years, it used to be.
Hey guys, now isn't this a great company we partnered up with? I think you're really going to be happy that you're in the right place at the right time with IMA and IC.